Espresso here on SABC3. Good morning. We have with us our car experts today, and they are talking all things convertibles. It's the Mercedes SLK 350 and the Audi A5 Cabriolet. Now, those sound amazing to me. I hope they're just shiny, pretty, and fast.
They are all three of them.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you nailed it.
How are you guys doing? Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Good to
you.
be here.
So,
Thank you for having us.
what are we talking about?
Okay, so now you may think that South Africa is the perfect place to own a convertible or a cabriolet.
Yeah.
It's not. One reason, sunburn. You see, when you're driving around in a normal car, you've got a roof between you and that great dispenser of skin cancer in the sky. And when you take that away, all you do is you get home and you just have the wind in your face all afternoon and
Yes.
you're burnt in weird patterns.
Not fun.
Basically, no, it's not ideal.
But you have
It
a
really
solution,
isn't.
Sharon, for
I
the-
do. You know what I recommend? Night drives.
Okay.
Convertible on a warm evening is one of the best things you can ever do. Just so you can't get too distracted by stargazing. So
Yeah.
you're driving along, it's
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Now, the first car we're going to do is the Mercedes SLK 350,
Yeah.
which is basically a roadster. Now, I've found myself recently on Expresso saying things I never thought I'd be saying out loud, like, wow, Chiro, I really like that new BMW. It's terrific. Because I grew up and my dad always owned Mercedes-Benzes, so I guess it's like being born into a family where you support the same sports team. So
Yes.
I've always been a massive Mercedes fan, and I'm very, very happy to report that this new Mercedes SLK has rekindled everything that I love about Mercedes-Benz.
Awesome.
Mainly because they've gone back to their basics. What they do very well is a normally aspirated engine, so no turbo, a V8 or a V6. It's a V6 in this instance.
Okay.
Very long bonnet, automatic box,
Yeah.
rear-wheel drive.
It's a great
Yeah,
recipe.
and
Wonderful.
It really is.
really, this car in this price range, that you won't hear a better sound coming out of the exhaust note than this.
Yeah.
I can't think of a car that sounds better than this. It's got this incredible
Wonderful.
sound.
How much are we looking at, though? How much is it going to put me out of pocket?
You see, that is the thing.
We were
Everything.
hoping you wouldn't ask.
I'm sorry.
No, but
Gotta ask.
everything is wonderful until you honestly get to the bottom line, and the car is coming in at about with the AMG kit, which we have on. It's about 752,000 rand. So that's my maths is terrible, but I think it's about 380,000 rand a seat.
Yeah, it's not good value, is it?
Yes, absolutely. But having said that, this car is stupendously fun to drive.
Yeah.
It is a brilliant, brilliant car. It's basically like Mercedes-Benz have taken a shrink ray to the big SL, and it's basically just a compact version of the SL. It's sharing more and more styling cues with it. It looks amazing. It sounds incredible. It drives brilliantly. But it
Sounds
is
like my kind of car.
It is your kind of car if you have 750,000 rand.
We thought it might be one of those cars that sounds a lot faster than it is. And then we looked up the stats, and it'll go from standstill to 100 k's an hour in 5.6 seconds.
Wow.
Which is really, really quick in this class
And
of
I'm
car.
not sure why you'd actually want the AMG. I mean, do you want to get to brunch 1.2 seconds
1
quicker?
second faster.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's a wonderful car. It's safe, and it's just everything a Merc should be. But let's move on to
the Audi,
another part of Germany.
A little different area in Germany produces the Audi A5 Cabrio. Now, this isn't a strict competitor for the SLK because you can fit 4 whole people in this car, which is nice. And for a paltry 533,000 rand,
Really?
you can have one of these.
Bargain,
It is,
and you get 2 extra seats for it.
yeah,
Lovely.
exactly, a bargain. It's an absolute beaut. It really is. It's a very pretty car. And Gav was saying to me that, you know, not often that you see a car wear brown very well. And this one does.
In fact, anything wear brown.
Yeah. The manufacturers like to sort of give out a launch color, sort of, you know, this is the color we like. You might want to think about this.
Yeah.
And this has got this sort of chocolate mocha brown.
Yes.
And like Gav said to me, it looks like a very purposeful, sculpted mug of cocoa.
It really does. And I can't think of another car that's had brown as a launch color. Probably a 1970s Cortina was the last one.
Now, driving the Merc is like being on fire a little bit. Whereas in the Audi, you get in and it just sort of says to you, relax.
Yeah,
you know, there's no hurry.
Yeah.
Maybe drop the roof down if you're in that
So
sort of
which
mood.
one of the two do you then prefer?
For cheap thrills, well, not cheap thrills, expensive thrills, the Mercedes-Benz definitely. But for something that's a bit more practical, it's a heart versus brain thing. My heart would go Merc, my brain would go Audi.
Yeah,
But now, if you don't have a whole pile of cash lying around, the producers gave us the task of looking for convertibles for under 100,000 rand.
Please.
Which is one of our favourite things to do. Go on Auto Trader, give yourself a budget.
It is fun. Yeah.
And the first one we found was a white Mazda MX-5 from 2001.
Okay.
This is the previous generation one. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant cars. Rear-wheel drive roadster. and that was only
That was
108,000 Ks on the clock.
Wow.
And yeah, that was
79,000 rand.
79,000 rand.
So you
Yeah.
get that wind in your hair feeling, and it's a lot less than any of the other cars we've spoken about this morning.
Okay.
A very cool little car, which didn't get a lot of attention when it first came out. It's something called the Daihatsu Copen. Now, as Gav said to me, it does look a bit like it's escaped from the circus. It's tiny.
I couldn't fit into it.
You guys would look ridiculous in it. It's a very, very, very small car, but it is a hoot to drive. I never got to drive one, unfortunately, but all the reports with it was so much fun.
Yeah.
We found this one. It's a 2005, 30,000 Ks on the clock, which is nothing.
I don't know how you manage that in 8 years. Or
Yeah,
whatever, to
exactly.
make
And that was at
That is incredible.
89,000.
Yeah.
And then,
Wow.
and then lastly, if you're the sort of person who likes looking through parts bins, there's the MG TF Roadster, which were popular
Yeah.
for quite a while before MG went bankrupt for about the 70th time in their history.
Yeah.
So we found this red number for 98,000 Rand, 2005 model, again, very low kilometers, just 60,000 Ks on the clock.
Yeah.
So,
Sheesh.
yeah, so those are all very cool, different
Wow.
cars, and yeah, for not much money. And
I
they're
like
all-
that they're affordable.
Yeah,
hey?
and all low mileage, so they must
Wonderful.
belong to motoring journalists. I can't think of anyone else who
I still don't think people are going to wait till the evening, though, to drive these babies, hey?
I-
We'll put up with the
honestly,
sunburn
Well, just
and the
get your
messed up hair.
get your factor 70 out.
There we
and,
go.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
There we go. Thank you so much, guys.
No,
that was
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you
hey?
very much.
I will save and save and save till I one day can afford one of these cars. But now we're going to go over to Kat. Kat was at the red carpet fashion show, and we're going to go and see how he did that.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.